Oh shit! Damn, I forgot. Give me 1 second, yo. Shit, I forgot to hook something up. Give me 1 second, family. All right. Yeah, I forgot to hook up my mic, so I had Let me know if y'all can hear me. I forgot to hook up the mic. Let me know if y'all hear me. We're gonna get started. I got this thing. My son puts this thing on the chair. Let me move it. All right, it's all good. Dream again said it's all good, Rich. Okay, Barbara Saunders. What's up? Donna C. Everybody in the chat. Well, today, let me just tell you before I begin. Today is just me building with y'all. It's just me today, no special guests. So I want to say that ahead of time, just in case anybody's wondering. It's just me tonight. I got it. It's something important. You know, I come along the scenes once in the blue when it's something real important message I want to deliver to y'all. So tonight's one of them nights. I'm gonna try not to be long at all. I always say that, then end up being long-winded, but I'm gonna try not to be long-winded tonight. But shout out to everybody in the chat. I advise everybody to share this broadcast. Tell everybody that we're live. We are in some important times. We know we keep saying that, but we are definitely in some important times. I want to start out, family, real quick. Yeah. Shout out to I see all y'all in the chat. 1010 in Stone Mountain. Yeah, Stone Mountain. I'm gonna move soon, and I was looking at Stone Mountain. So yeah, let me know how Stone Mountain is. I'm not definitely moving there, but I just happen to be looking at some stuff on Stone Mountain on the internet. All right. Carl Miller said you can hear me. All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. Good. Once again, family, I just wanted to share a special message with you guys. No guest tonight. Brother Rich is just building with the family tonight. Chicago crypto will be on probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow he's going to be on. But shout out to everybody who got tickets. Yeah, he was on it. He was on the Metaverse before it went mainstream. In fact, when we just did our interview about a week and a half ago, and we was talking about Mark Zuckerberg and the Metaverse, we did that literally 2 days before Mark Zuckerberg made the official announcement and changed the name to Meta. I didn't know. Obviously, I didn't know Mark Zuckerberg was going to make the announcement 2 days after our interview. But we was talking about the Metaverse, specifically Mark Zuckerberg joining the Metaverse, and then 2 days later he made the announcement. I said, "God damn, this is what you call synchronicity. This is what you call being tuned in, tapped in, turned on. I'm turned on." And all of those sayings, tuned in, tapped in, turned on, all that makes sense on a subconscious level to our genes and to our inner being. So this is why the slang we use a lot makes a lot more sense to our inner being than it does to our intellectual being. So when we say that nigga hot, or when we could just say that nigga salty, there's actually biological processes that correspond to our slang. So when we making it rain, yeah, we precipitating in another realm. This slang, this is some advanced nigga shit that we do. But that's a whole nother, but we have such an inferiority complex, we could never imagine that. But we're naturally geniuses, so our slang matches our inner being. But that's a whole nother topic. And that's why we came up with I ain't gonna go there, but how to get the workshop. I post the link in the description. I'm gonna post it in the chat right now. Yeah, y'all see the next day. I know. All right. Yeah. So I just posted the link for those who want to join. I advise everybody to sign up. The Metaverse is going to be so important, and we're going to have a good conversation tonight about that. All right. Let me real quick before we get started. There's a couple of things I want to do before we get started with the show tonight. But one of the things I want to do, I want to let you know about my good brother King Simon. He got the telemetry of Metaphysics going on November 10th. Lloyd Strayhorn, Phil Valentine, and Mama Ella Samori. I hope I'm saying your name right, Queen. So yeah, if you're interested in that, make sure. Let me get rid of this here. Make sure you sign up for that. You can email the brother at imkingsimon@gmail.com. All right, family. And also, there's one more thing I want to share with this brother before we get started, and that is the consultation that the brother does over the phone. Make sure you hit that brother up, 347-496-1022 with full name and date of birth. Be patient, all right, family? Be patient for his response. He will respond to you. Y'all keep asking, how can I get some tickets? I just posted the link, family. Y'all don't see it, and it's in the description. So, I can't post. I don't know if on my end, I don't know if it's a link in the chat, but you know what? Let me do it again, but let me do something different. Should be a link now. Should be a link now. But I'm about to get started, family. I got some amazing information for y'all in regards to the metaverse and what's going on. Damn, my son makes so much noise. Okay, it's a link. Okay, good. But I want to get some energy flowing in the room tonight. And tonight is Thursday. So you know how they say Throwback Thursday, right? So for Throwback Thursday, I got a throwback track I want to play just to get the energy flowing in here tonight. Y'all heard of Shaka Zulu before, and y'all know Shaka Zulu, you think about that warrior and that fire. You know what I'm saying? That fire type of energy. So I want to let's get a throwback, family. Get started. Beautiful is that's not fire. That's like an earth energy, I think. But I want some fire energy to bring in this show tonight. So for Throwback Thursday, we're gonna go back to a throwback video. Me and my brother Cam Bada, Shaka Zulu family will be back after this video. But this is get the fire energy flowing in the room tonight. All right, family. I'll be right back. Hold up, family. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out why I'm not hearing it from speaker. I should be hearing it from my headphones. When I played the video, how did it sound for y'all? Somebody said I don't trust the metaverse because it's artificial. The quantum is primordial. Yeah, we'll get into that. We'll definitely get into that. How did the video sound? Because I don't know why it's playing. It sounded good. All right, because it's supposed to. I don't know. I don't want the mic to pick it up. I want it. All right, let me see something. All right, I'm gonna just play it. It was loud and clear. All right, didn't hear it. All right, well, one person. Let me just play it. We're gonna get back, family. Shaka Zulu, me and Cam, Bada. Young brother, runner, cutter, always been a fighter, never been a runner. Mama was a hunter, daddy was a hunter, all my brothers honey cutter. Known to knuckle up and uppercutter, slugger, puncher, snuffer, stunner, thugger, gunner, stutter, blood is butter. You gon' do the Brooklyn, Brucker, Pucker, kinda trouble. Father thought I was a parasite in mama belly, but he had it wrong. He ain't know he had a spawn of a warlord. Till the 9 months I was born. Big, black, strong body, unicorn. I'm a big king, killing all the pawn. Better be informed when I blow the horn, bringing in the dust, waking up the dawn, looking at the card. Prophesized by the shaman voodoo. Seen it all through the eye of Horus that I watch and view through. There was other warriors before me, but they not this voodoo. All this money, but I'm not Mobutu. You don't know me, you forgot, now you do. Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu. My name is Shaka Zulu. I'm at the top of Kupu. I got the power, who knew? What would a God salute you? They call me Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu. My name is Shaka Zulu. I'm at the top of Kupu. I got the power, who knew? What would a God salute you?
I'm a lion when he cry. I'm a tiger on the prowl. Call a firefighter. I got fire in my bags. Fill a rifle with the round. Banana clip ready. It's always righteous when it's brown. Put a titan in the ground. Put a diamond in the crown. Wear the title on the down. I recite it and I'm proud. Shaka Zulu. Why you gonna barbecue you? Something happened to my mom. I'm cool. Block, 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 block. Boom, boom. You need a Glock to shoot you. If you black enough, the cops will shoot you. You Apollo, they gon' rock it to you. You a Judah, they gon' Costa zoo you. You cannot box my whoosh. Beat a wigger out his socks and boot. If you weak, then I cannot recruit you. All I see is men in bras and tutus. One pocket juice. To bring the text and I'm a chopping screw. Split it out of my atomic nuke. Turn another color Honolulu. Don't let a thought seduce you. Every king need a conscious Lulu. Queen that never bring a drama to you. Brown skin like a chocolate you. I am not the usual. Wake the sun up like I'm rock-a-doodle. Wanna see me, gotta drop your moon. Couldn't even got a common neutral. They call me Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu. My name is Shaka Zulu. I'm at the top of Kupu. I got the power, who knew? Why would a God salute you? They call me Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu. My name is Shaka Zulu. I'm at the top of Kupu. I got the power, who knew? Why would a God salute you?
All right, family. Yeah, I don't know. The audio might have been bad for some of y'all. For some reason, it was playing off of my computer. I don't know why. Oh, I know white folks won't be bumping this one. Yeah, it's a different energy. Shaka Zulu track is a different energy. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a different energy. Shout out to Sebastian Burley. Peace, God. Check out my new music video, S. Burley, Road to Riches. Would love to hear feedback. I'm gonna try to check it out when I get a chance, Sebastian. All right. S. Burley, Road to Riches. Let me write that down. I appreciate that you sent the super chat. So S. Burley, Road to Riches. Yeah, I'm not bullshitting. I wrote it down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna check it out. But I appreciate it. That's a good way to do your promo. You got some promo in front of a big audience, and I hope you could generate some success from that. All right. All right, family. So yeah, we're gonna get started. Like I said, I'm just chopping it up with y'all tonight. No main speaker, no main guest, no guest or nothing like that. But how do we pay? I gotta stop looking at the chat because I keep getting distracted. How do we pay to get our music promoted? Later in the future, I'll figure something out with that. But right now, I'm not even doing that right now. I'm supposed to then do that, but I'm not even doing that right now. I want to start out, family. The times we are in. I'm gonna tell y'all before I go into anything tonight. They had to do the whole Jabberwocky thing before they introduced the metaverse to the masses. They really had to do the Jabberwocky thing before that, and it all deals with our DNA. It all deals with our DNA, and they have to get to the DNA before this metaverse drops, because the metaverse is a complete game changer. One thing I want to say because I want to put something on the screen. One thing I want to say real quick about humanity is that humanity is very immature. Very immature in the sense that everything to humanity, everything is black or white. And I'm not talking about race. I'm talking about polarities. Everything is good or bad. So when you hear about the metaverse, you think about, oh, it's good or it's bad. Which one is it? That's the first thing in the human psyche. When something comes out, you either think it's good or it's bad. And me, Blue, a lot of other brothers and sisters, the last 2 years, we have been stressing that the importance of contradiction and how the world is, the universe is a big contradiction, and sometimes things could be good and bad. Sometimes something could be right and wrong, at the same time. And to the human psyche, that makes absolutely no sense. But when you think of metaverse, I want you to get out your mind, because somebody could come here, somebody's going to come. It could be anybody. It could be Dr. Valentine. Dr. Valentine's not big on cryptocurrency. He messed with XRP, but he's not big on the whole cryptocurrency thing. And he do his XRP thing. He gave me some good tips. I used it, made some money. Thank you, Dr. Valentine. I appreciate it, my brother. But somebody could come after me tonight and say the complete opposite of what I'm saying, and we both could be right. Just because somebody says the opposite of what I'm saying tonight doesn't make him right, me wrong, or me right and him wrong. We both could be right. We're observing it from a different lens, from a different angle. Like I told you, if everybody's in a building and a killing happens outside, and we each see that killing at different angles, there's going to be different accounts. This happened, then that happened, and that happened. Who's right and who's wrong? You know what I'm saying? Who got the right angle? Who's going to say their angle is right? I don't know. That's up for debate. But we're each looking at this thing from a different angle. You can look at it from a conspiratorial angle. I'm looking at it from a metaphysical angle because I'm a student of the metaphysics, and that's what I concentrate on, and that's what my spirit, gravitates toward. Vantage Point, yes, that movie Vantage Point, that was a very good movie. Vantage Point, very, very good movie of what I'm just talking about. XLM is better than XRP. All right, that's up for debate. Shout out to everybody who made money with XLM. Zuckerberg already trying to control us. Yes, he is. Yes. Well, they shit. They remember Zuckerberg. Facebook is the feds. You think Zuckerberg by himself is investing billions in the metaverse? Zuckerberg got that help. He got that backing. He got that help, man. This is a team that's assembling. This is the bad guys version of the Avengers. They coming together. They like, yo, we gonna lock these MFers down with this right here, Meta. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I want to get into something real quick. Before I get into something, I want to you know what? Let me do this first. So let me show y'all this real quick. Let me put this up on the screen. How y'all doing? Everybody's all right? Yeah, we need current banking system removed. We definitely do. Let me share something with y'all real quick. I want to show you something. Show you something real quick. I want to show y'all a list of black inventors. Look at that list, real quick. Let me get rid of this. Check out that list of black inventors, y'all. Check out that list real quick. In our everyday lives, family. I got that same list on my phone. Okay, that's what's up. In our everyday lives. Yeah, it's never ending. Yeah. And you never know how many inventions African Americans invented without getting credit for. Like I told y'all, all them drinks, Hennessy and all that shit, man. You think they came up with that formula? There's so much things. That light bulb, Lewis Latimer and Thomas. You think Thomas Edison invented the light bulb? Like, there's so many things we don't get credit for that we invented. The point of me showing that, look at the dates: 1883, 1897, 1949. I think 1949 is the latest date. I mean, we're geniuses. We know that. On one level, one way or another, we know that. Somewhere in our heart, we know we're genius. Not to say nobody else is geniuses, but I'm focusing on something here. And you can't live a day in modern life in 2021 without coming across something that African Americans did not invent. What does this have to do with the metaverse? Looks like there's no connection, right? Talking with Red and Blue Pill, I always ask the question. I love asking questions. What happened to our creativity? What happened to our ability to invent? Every day we live, I mean, the microphone, I mean, things like aspects of the microphone, the air conditioner, the refrigerator, the elevator, the traffic light, the broom. This we can't literally go anywhere without something we have contributed to this country. We play a big part. Tyreek calls this foundational Black American, and I'm just talking about Black people worldwide right now. But we play a big part in the creation and the everyday life of this country. So what happened? What happened where our creativity died? What happened where our creativity died, family? That's what we want to know. What happened? And one of the things that Red always told me, and let me see if I could get this on the screen. One of the things that totally killed creativity and our ability to tap into that quantum field that somebody earlier alluded to is the TV screen, the TV media. Woo! Media was a bad MFer, bad motherfucker. That TV gave us certain imagery that we have never seen before, whether it was pimps, whether it was single households, whether it was poverty, whether it was what was that show where the Black mother was on welfare? And what's the joint where the Black mother was on welfare and she needed the government to she couldn't tell the government about her husband or whatever. I forgot the name of it. But somebody's going to tell me. But my point is, every time technology comes around, it has a huge effect. It wasn't Julia. No, it wasn't Julia. I know it wasn't that. Technology has a huge impact. Claudine, that's what it was. Claudine, yes, Claudine, thank you. In tune with the infinite. Thank you. Claudine, yes. Every time technology comes around, it has a huge impact on our psyche, on our ability to manifest, on our emotional well-being, and every aspect of our lives. The TV, before I continue with the TV, I want you to understand, and before you analyze technology, you have to understand the technology of your inner being. And you have to understand that whatever technology we create is only trying to emulate the technology that exists already within us. Television does it, radio does it, video games does it. Now the metaverse is getting ready to do it. The metaverse is the advanced emulation. All of these try to emulate what's good, what we do naturally, but the metaverse is some advanced shit. So with TV, this is what I want you to understand about TV and television and channels like Fox 5 News and CNN or whatever. From a metaphysical standpoint, we are channels of God. We're channels of God. We're all, and when you think of the word channel, think of frequency. We are frequencies of God, channels of God. Channel 5 is a certain frequency. Channel 7 is a certain frequency. Channel 9 is a certain frequency. Channel 20, MTV, is a certain frequency. Because we are channels of frequency of God, we already broadcast a picture. The picture we broadcast is the life that we experience. So when I'm tuned in, because I'm a channel of God, I naturally come down here as already who I am. I don't have to look, I don't have to try to be who I am. I'm already who I am when I come down here. I already am that frequency of God. If I focus on, if I learn how to focus on who I am and I tap into who I am, I broadcast, like the TV broadcast that channel, I broadcast who I am to the world. And when they look at me, they're looking at me as a channel of God, just like you look at a channel on TV. So if you looked at Bill O'Reilly on Fox 5 News, that's a channel that's on the TV. If you look at Richard Michael Swift Merritt, that's my full name. You're looking at, and I'm tuned into who I am. You're looking at a channel, a direct channel of God, a direct reflection of the infinite, of who I'm supposed to be. Now, when we start to look at other channels, when we don't pay attention to who we are and focus on and tune into our own channels, and we look at other channels, I look at Channel 5 on the news, right? Fox 5 News, and they are broadcasting black people as slaves, black people inferiority, white Jesus. We're committing all the crimes on the news. We're doing all the robberies. We're doing all the drugs. We're doing all this negative stuff. Then that's called reprogramming. So what they call TV, they call TV programs. So I'm naturally a television program of the Most High, of the universe, of the Creator. But when I use my energy and focus on something else, I turn my channel from my natural being. I start to resonate. I start to tune into that channel, and I start to reflect that channel that I'm watching. So now all of a sudden, I see in my reality, my screen starts to reflect what I'm looking at on that television screen. So when we had all these inventors, when we had all the black genius in the world, we didn't have all the distraction. We was forced to tune into our natural ability. Once TV, once the newspapers, once the video game, once all this hit, especially the TV was big, movies, all of that, we lost focus. We stopped focusing on our true channel. We stopped focusing on our true current frequency. We started paying attention to every other frequency but our own. So we lost our creativity. We lost our genius. It's still there, but we're not tapping into that genius no more because now we're focused, and focus is energy. All that's energy. Instead of putting that energy toward our own channel, we're now focusing on somebody else's channel, which is a program, which is a frequency. And now we're experiencing that frequency instead of experiencing our own frequency, which is natural born genius. So now I'm experiencing what I see on the news: the drugs, the killing, the pimping, the hoeing, the single parent household. The niggas ain't shit. The black bitches ain't shit. All of that. Television devastated the black community more than any other race because, and I don't want to say, when I say television, not the TV within itself, but the programmers. Yeah, the show Cops shot a negative light. Yeah, the show Cops. It was all programming. It's all programming. Yeah, why do you think it's called programming? So when we're watching this, we're reprogramming who we are. And you know how on TV, when you turn to you see static sometimes, it's not a clear signal. The static that we receive in our life is stress. It's not clear, it's not a clean flow. So just like you would see, you try to fix the antenna, and when the antenna ain't right, you get all the static. We got a lot of static in our life right now because we're not tuned into the right frequency. We tune in to somebody else's frequency. The TV, the radio, all these forms of media, the newspaper. The biggest problem is not the TV within itself, but it's the programmers of the TV. Back in this day, family, ladies and gentlemen, we could not program the TV. We could not we wasn't in, there was only a couple of stations, and certain people had lock of those stations. Radio, there was program directors who programmed certain music to be heard by the masses. We didn't have radio stations. We couldn't control radio stations. It was like we was forced to watch certain programs on TV, listen to certain music on the radio, read certain articles in the paper. You think they was broadcasted in the newspapers good things about you? No, it was all negative. The science is, as Bruce Lipton breaks down, DNA, our DNA. I said it was about DNA earlier and why they had to do what they do with the DNA in the Jabberwocky. Our DNA responds to environment. And the end product of environment is our emotional reaction to that environment. So our emotional reaction to our environment triggers certain genes to be activated within us. The key thing to remember, family, is that when I say environment, I am not just talking about external environment. Remember, the brain doesn't know the difference between external and internal. So you can have something going on internally, and it could be the same as an external environment. So the TV is not happening in your real life. It's not happening on your neighborhood or on your block, but your brain don't know the difference. When you get emotionally, what I said, the emotional reaction is the end product of environment. When you see boys in the hood and we dying and we getting killed and we're always getting slaughtered and we're slaves, there's an emotional reaction to that environment. Your brain thinks, your brain, what Billy Cole said, your brain is like, the brain is telling you in 5 sentences, yo, let me know what's going on. I'm in the dark. What the fuck is going on out there? Your 5 senses is like, oh, nigga, I'm gonna tell you what's going on. So you watch a movie, your 5 senses report back to your brain, these, for some reason, the people that are this complexion keep getting killed. For some reason, the people that are this complexion are subservient to this blonde hair, blue-eyed white Jesus. For some reason, the people, and it's just giving all this data to the brain, and the data is like, oh, that's reality? Oh shit, okay. Well, let me help produce that. Since that's reality, your brain is like, let me help produce that. Let me create a whole matrix, because that's the main, we in the matrix. This is the matrix. Let me create, the brain is saying, let me create that. Let me read something real quick that I read before with Blue Pill on the show that David Icke had wrote that's real deep. And I want to share with y'all. Information comes from everywhere. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. A lot of things I don't agree with David Icke with. He be dropping some science sometime, you know. If you read some of his books, remember Blue Pill said he said Osama bin Laden was gonna get blamed for 9/11 before 9/11 happened. He be having a drop on shit. And by the way, I'm gonna interview him on the Manifest Destiny retreat that's happening January 7th and 8th. And I'm gonna have Billy and Orisha Oshun on the show next week. So yeah, that's happening. I'm gonna interview David Icke for that because he got the drop on the Jabberwocky, and we need to find out on his side of things what's going on. But let me read this to y'all real quick. I said this before. I don't know if everybody heard or seen this. Let me put this on the screen while I read this. All right, let me put something give y'all a little entertainment. What's up, y'all? Let me put something on the screen. How y'all doing in the chat? How y'all doing in the chat? Put something on the screen. Since this is like, you know, let's tap into this. You know, you ever doing shrooms before or some good sun, you start to see shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Reality starts to open up and you start to see the patterns that create who we are, what we are, and you know, the inner workings of reality. Let me read this from David Icke. When people talk about the subconscious or going within, they are talking about the vibrational waveform level of reality from which all forms and things are decoded into manifestation. The subconscious connects us to the information matrix in the universe. Our reality is very similar to the wireless internet. We are receiving information from the invisible web and adding our own information and perceptions to that collective mind. DNA with its crystalline structure is a powerful receiver. Ooh, what Mama just said. DNA responds to the environment. DNA is a powerful receiver, transmitter, and amplifier of the cosmic internet. The brain body is basically a liquid crystal. When massively magnified, you could see the crystalline nature of the blood. The more you magnify it, it becomes quartz crystal, clear as day. Quartz crystal, which is used in our computers, has the ability to generate a fixed frequency and convert vibration into an electrical signal, and that's just from vibrational wave states and transmit it to the brain as electrical signals. The brain itself, made up of crystalline cells, then decodes the information into an apparently three-dimensional world that appears to be outside of us, but only exists in that form inside our brains. It is the same principle as television programs on the screen or internet on the computer screen. Like I said earlier, family, the technology that we have is emulating what's going on inside of us, right? So let me put this back on. So yeah, this is some important shit. So with the TV, like I said, TV was a game changer. So what we have now is a metaverse. What, like I said earlier with the TV, we got to understand that we are channels of God. We tune in to a cosmic broadcast tower, which has unlimited potential. It's the field of potential, and we could create whatever so-called third dimension reality we want from this potential. But the potential understands our emotional reaction to the environment. So if somebody produces an environment for us, they could program the matrix we create in our reality. And that's what television is about. It's about reprogramming you to fit somebody's agenda. Channel 5, Channel 7, Channel 20, whoever. This is why advertisers will pay millions for a 30-second commercial, because someone in that company understands the process of creation, and they understand that you are being programmed. And Blair used to call dinner time prime hours, because you eat, and then after you eat, you're in this hypnotic state. So whatever you see, they used to call it prime TV. Whatever you see at 9 after you eat, you so subdued. There's so little resistance from the conscious mind. Whatever they give you or feed you, you just take it in. There's not really that much resistance after you eat. A lot of gurus wouldn't tell you about eating before you meditate, because, oh my gosh, I can't do that. That is not right. That's not the. A lot of motherfuckers who want to hypnotize themselves will eat before they engage in affirmation or whatever, because there's so much energy used to digest the food. There's not that much resistance as it normally would be, as if you just full of energy, because a lot of your energy is going to breaking down that food. You got the itis, or you got whatever. Neville Goddard used to talk about that. That's something that the law of attraction gurus won't talk to you about. But that's on another note. Listen, family, the metaverse, it's TV on steroids. It's radio on steroids. It's the newspaper on steroids. The ability for us to manifest our reality using the metaverse is like we on 1,000, we on 1,000,000. Why? Because the metaverse is immersive. Movies it gets you there. It'll get you emotion. A lot of people, they prefer movies over the books because the movies generate more of an emotion from them. You need to use more of your imagination with books. Sometimes you can't even see if Superman is black or white. So the programming wasn't as strong with books, unless there's comic books and there's pictures. But if it's just words, the programming, the reprogramming, because you have a default program, you are a fixed frequency of divinity of God, but the books ain't as strong as programming wise, reprogramming wise, as the movie, I feel, because the movie got the imagery. So you get to see the black man as slave, and he looked just like your ass. And he's serving that white Jesus. White Jesus got them blue eyes and that blonde hair, and you get to see that. So you really feel like a slave, because you know your history and you know what position you are in America. When you go out every day and they treat you a certain way, you know this is the context behind all of this. So when they say color don't matter, race don't matter, on one level it don't, but on another level it do. And this is what I said earlier about right and wrong. Okay, maybe you're right. Race don't matter on one level, but on another level it do. If I come from a people who is recently enslaved or who is currently being oppressed, and all the programming on television shows me in a slave-like state, in a subservient state, in a state of servitude, then that's going to harm me. And I'm going to have an inferiority complex. But I'm trying so hard to tell myself race don't matter. Nah, nigga. In that context, it does matter. I deserve to see myself in the image of divinity, just like you see yourself in the image of divinity. But we're trying to be so politically correct in the new age field that a lot of people can't say that. They know that, but they can't say it. They won't say that. They won't even think about saying that. But context is king. In one sense, yeah, color don't matter. But yeah, I need to see divinity in my image to program myself. TV worked great for white people. Nigga, TV helped them out massively. Nigga, they was Superman. They was everything. Every positive image imaginable. If they say an imagination is reality, they had it. They had their visual cortex had all the ammunition they needed. All the ammunition they needed. We ain't have shit. Nigga, we was slaves, we was pimps, we was hoes, all the negative shit. We got killed the first 10 minutes of the movie. And this isn't the technology itself. Once again, family, this is the programmers of the technology. Family, we have to be the programmers. When Web 3.0 hits and the metaverse hits, it's not about it being good or bad, right or wrong. Family, we was complete consumers in Web 2.0 with social media. All we so lonely as a society. We just want to talk to people and troll people and gossip or whatever, and just have some type of online companionship. It's bigger than that now. We have to be the creators. We have to be the programmers of the metaverse. We have to. This is why Mark Zuckerberg said, "Oh, he know what's going on. He know what TV did to the world. He know what radio did to the world. What they using right now." I was talking to Blue Pill earlier. What's the only weapon they got right now is the media. How you think they brainwashed the whole world right now with the Jabberwocky? All media. They didn't brainwash us. They didn't run up to all our cribs with guns. Nah, nigga, the media. The media, the TV, the newspaper, the magazines, the entertainers that's on TV. They're like, nigga, I'm giving you millions. You co-sign this agenda. They're like, okay, I got mouths to feed. I co-sign that agenda. Nigga, the media is popping in terms of warfare. That's their number one weapon is the media. That's their ace boom coon. That's their go-to weapon. Nigga, we in a paradigm shift. The guns wasn't even, they was like, nah, we got to go back to the almighty media. And that's what, so you know what they did? They suspended my channel twice. I barely said anything this year about the Jabberwocky, but they said, I got to use words like Jabberwocky because of what they're doing. They understand their importance. This whole world is perception based. It's all a war of perception. It's all a visual projection. There's a saying that says, well, first of all, the world is not objective, it's subjective. But there's a saying that says, we don't see the world as it is. We see the world as we are. Once again, we don't see the world as it is. We see the world as we are. So if we see the world as we are, somebody got to come. They feel like, oh, we got to come along and program who they are. We have to program that shit. If we leave it up to them, they may think of the next invention. Remember I bought the inventions? They may think of some fly shit. Fuck these niggas go to invent next. They invented every fucking thing that we use today. Okay, let's stop that. Let's reprogram their God program. We came down here with a God program. We children, we geniuses, we doing all this, doing that. Next thing you know, go to school, read this book, watch this TV show. Boom, reprogram our ass. To the age of 7, we in a hypnotic state, theta mode. Our brain is in theta mode. They're like, all right, little nigga, get that little nigga that book, give him that TV show, give him this, give him that. Straight reprogram. Reprogram our asses. Genius gone. Genius is gone by 12 years old. Now we just doing everything that they tell us to do. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't understand the technology. The goal is you. Your biology is the ultimate technology. TV, the metaverse, radio, all of this shit is to tap into and to manipulate your biological technology. All them Egyptian poses, they used to show what they showed them with the crooks and fail and this, and they show the all-seeing eye. All that shit is in your body. The all-seeing eye is in your brain. All that physiology, it all deals with physiology. All of this is the inner workings of your body. They have to program that. So this is the purpose of TV and all this media. But the game changer about the metaverse, and this is what they know, is that the metaverse is immersive. Before I continue, let me share with y'all. Let me put the link in the description. I'm gonna keep saying this, family. I just put the link for the let me put the link again. I just put the link for the upcoming workshop. If you just want to be a consumer when Web 3.0 hits, because it will hit, don't even sign up for the workshop. But if you want to be if you want to be a game changer, if you want to be a trailblazer, if you want to be ahead of the race, if you're tired of being late to the party, sign up. If you want to make significant change in your family's life, in your life, then sign up. Because this technology is going to assist us. It's going to be a manifestation assistant on steroids. Like it's going to, because you know what? Like I said, the TV could have helped us if we had the right programmers on TV. But the TV was anti-black. And I'm not just talking about, like, shout out to everybody who watches my show. But there's a certain group of people, and you'll know it to be true. If you white, say something if you white in the chat room. Who's white that is watching this show? I ain't got nothing against white people. But one of my main missions is to wake up a group of people who is asleep. And nobody's asleep like niggas in America. I mean, we sleep. Who's fighting against the Jabberwocky? Damn sure ain't a lot of niggas in America. A lot of other races is. When I go to the protests, when I went to the Barclays, I'm black on the inside. Errol Sun said I'm black on the inside. So what I'm saying is, the TV, the programs on the TV had an agenda. And it ain't got nothing to do with the people that's watching this show. It ain't got nothing to do with any white person, whatever person that's watching this show. But I got to wake up a certain group of a demographic of people who is cold sleep because of that programming. The programmers of that TV, they had an agenda. And for whatever reason, whether it was them or some entities that controlled them, for whatever reason, we was negative. We was placed in a negative image constantly since the invention of the newspaper, of the TV, of video games, all of that. Constantly negative to reprogram our mind. Like I said, not Bruce Lipton. Joe Dispenza says DNA responds to environment. The end product of environment is emotional reaction. But the key is that your brain doesn't know the difference between an external environment and an internal environment. So if they present us with an environment on TV and we have an emotional reaction to that, that's just as good as the environment that happens when you go outside, nigga. It's the same thing to your brain. And as we said earlier, you see with your brain. Your eyes project. They don't, you're not seeing, you're projecting a reality. So you're projecting a reality from your brain that your brain is getting from your senses, that your senses get from your emotional reaction, that your emotional reaction gets to how you respond to your environment, that your environment gets from the programmers of it. Oh, shit. There goes God, the programmers. So the programmers is your God, nigga. That long chain of command starts from the programmers. We got to start thinking like computer programmers. The metaverse will allow us to do that. Listen, like I said, it ain't about good or bad. It ain't to get that shit out your mind. It's about power. This shit is pure power. They know it. They're going to spend billions. Trust me when I say they will spend trillions. Trust me when I say the Vatican knows what's about to go in the Vatican. This is some spiritual shit. Me personally, they know what the fuck is about to go down with the metaverse. They know it's in writings. Listen, trust me, they got some glyphs somewhere that's letting them know when this happened, this is going to happen. Game changer. This is the ultimate manifestation, motherfucking cheat code that existed humanity for the last thousands of years. This is the ultimate manifest. But now, when I say manifestation is not good or bad, it could be anything. It could be manifestation in this matrix that can help you manifest all types of crazy shit in this matrix, or good things. It depends on you. But the key is, unlike we wasn't the programmers of the TV and the radio, we get to be the programmers this time around. And this time around, it's way more powerful than TV and radio. So we got the creme de la creme of technology, and we get to be the programmers of it if we get in early, if we build our own metaverse. And this is what the brother, I'm going to share the link right now, Chicago Crypto, and this is before we was talking about this last year on my platform. I thought the nigga was crazy when he started talking about the metaverse and he started buying all this digital shit. I understood the concept because I thought of an idea years ago when I was younger. Let me hold up. Give me a second. When I was young, in my early 20s, before The Secret came out, What the Bleep Do You Know came out, I was so amazed by it, and I was already amazed by it, by the concept of the law of attraction and creating your own reality from your thoughts, that I started thinking of ideas to manifest your reality. And I seen how they was talking about visualization. So my mind, there was this there was some game Nintendo had. Maybe somebody could tell me. When we was young, remember Nintendo had a game where you put it on your eyes. I think it was Nintendo. Fuck, what was this called? And it was red. It was red, and you could play it. It didn't last long at all. It shit hurt my eyes when I was young. I remember that feeling. It hurt my eyes. It wasn't ready to come. But it was something. It was like red inside. You put it on your eyes. It was like the Oculus, but it was like an early Virtual Boy. It might have been Virtual Boy. It was a Game Boy. It might have been Virtual Boy. Mr. Zeno. It might have been Virtual Boy. I think it was Virtual Boy. By the way, I'm sharing a link again to the family. It might have been Virtual Boy. Yeah, Virtual Boy. Yeah. No, it wasn't Gear VR. I think it was Virtual Boy. But my point is, I used to dream about having this technology where, with the law of attraction, you know, they tell us a lot about visualization and things like that, but our visualization, our manifestation, if we're honest about it, it doesn't get past our intellectual faculties. It gets stuck in our intellectual faculties, but it doesn't reach our heart chakra. We don't really believe it. Everybody says, yeah. When I talk about imagination, they be like, yeah, I know how to imagine. Yeah, imagine. They be like, they keep talking. Imagination is key to everything. I remember how I used to imagine before I got my queen. I remember, and I know that me getting my queen that I've been with for the last 16 years, I know that it was a direct reflection of my imagination, because things I thought about specifically in my imagination manifested with her in this matrix. I don't want to call it real life because this shit ain't real. This is a matrix. You talking about the metaverse, nigga? This is the metaverse. This is my avatar. You talking about having an avatar in the metaverse, nigga? This is my avatar. This is my digital clothing. What? Hold on. What that shit with David Icke said? Let's go back. The brain decodes information from the senses in two stages. First, it transforms it into digital information, and then the left side of the brain reads it into a real world that we think we see. This shit is digital information that my brain is projecting that I think I see. So I think I got this shirt on, this hat. All this shit is metaverse. This metaverse fly shit. I'm none of this. I'm an infinite soul energetic being. I can only see 10% of the light spectrum. That's the default program of this game. You hack it when you do shrooms, and then you see more of the light spectrum, and you're like, oh shit. Or if you're just naturally able to tap in without that. But you know, there's we set up this game to make it entertaining and to make it appealing. And the only way to do that when I'm the all that is, I'm not a god, I am the God, me. And I know you're like, what the nigga? You hold on, you saying you a god? No, I am the God, the Alpha and Omega, me. But I'm just pretending to be individual. But I'm not separate from my environment. The empty space does not separate me from that. It's the illusion that I think. This is my program. This is my matrix. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that I was saying, the secret said something. I was talking about what the bleep do you know, right? And I was talking about this invention I had. This I don't know if you would call it an invention, but this idea, business idea that I had. And it was an idea that when you want to visualize, you put the glasses on and you see yourself exactly how you desire to be. So say you desire a job before, you know, because we're not able to imagine because of all the programming, we put these glasses on and we imagine we're able to see it before remember I said DNA responds to environment. Your body responds to environment. So that's your environment. You're seeing it. And not only you're seeing it, but you're able to immerse yourself in it and feel it. And that's the game changer, the immersiveness. But that technology wasn't around at that time when I thought about that. So I'm like, damn, it ain't time for that yet. But if that technology surfaces and you are able, and your reality, and this reality is really a projection, and DNA really responds to environment, and you are the programmers of that technology, nigga, this is a complete game changer. You know why? Because when we try to program reality, we you know how to have a baby in this realm, you need a man and a woman, regardless of what society tells you right now. You need a man and a woman. You need that masculine and that feminine, even though we have both sides within us, but I'm primarily masculine and my queen is primarily feminine. And when we come together, we have I got the rod, she's magnetic, you know, the plug goes into the socket. What happens when the plug goes into the socket? You get electricity. You can see a picture. So when my plug goes into her socket, I could produce something. I could see a picture. I could see a baby. I could bring forth life into this realm. Electricity and magnetism. Electromagnetism. Boom. The problem we have, family, is that we got to understand thoughts is electric and it's primarily masculine. Feeling is magnetic and it's primarily feminine. And we need the two of them. Just like we need a man and a woman to have a baby, we need the thoughts and the feelings. Or heightened emotion. I'm going to say, instead of feelings, I'm going to say heightened emotion. We need the heightened emotion, the feeling to create our reality. And a lot of us could generate the thought, but we can't generate the heightened emotion about that thought. When we say we can, we lie like a motherfucker. Everybody lie. A motherfucker's body language says more about them than their words. You listen to a motherfucker's words, you're never going to understand who they are. But if you study their body language and you're tapped in and you're intuitive and you're able to read their energy, y'all know much more. But half of y'all don't even know how to read energy, so you don't even got to worry about what I just said right now, because you'll misread somebody and say, oh, that nigga evil, and that nigga might be here to help you. So don't even worry about that last part I said. But the masculine thought, the feminine feeling together creates your reality that you desire. It's always masculine and feminine in this realm. Red Pill said that in one of his lab broadcasts that I tuned into. It's always masculine and feminine in this realm, whatever they tell you. And that's another way to confuse you on an internal level. But Internally, it's always masculine and feminine. Look at any electrical appliance. They always say, okay, where's the male? Where's the female? They always say that. Okay, this is the spark plug. Okay, where's the positive? Where's the negative? Okay, this is what's going to get the car jump. You're not going to have two positives or two negatives or two males or two females. But see, the thing in life is that we're so intellectual based right now. We don't know how to tap into that magnetic aspect of us, that heightened emotion, so we don't create the reality we want. When we say, when I say, yo, use your imagination, a lot of niggas be like, yeah, I do that. But children use the imagination the right way. We use the imagination from an intellectual perspective. Let me share this link again, because we getting ready to shock the world with this one. The NFT, DeFi, and Metaverse 5-hour masterclass hosted by Chicago Bitcoin Bully. This brother's been talking about this way before Mark Zuckerberg. I got receipts on my channel. The receipts is on my channel. Go to the back videos. Way before Zuckerberg, way before anybody talked about NFTs, this brother talked about NFTs. Matter of fact, let me put the fly up. Y'all think I'm joking. Y'all think I ain't playing. I'm proud. I'm proud of what I do. I'm proud of these workshops I put together. I'm proud of the shows that I have. I'm proud of the guests that I bring on my shows. I'm proud of all of that because I'm fulfilling my mission. This is the next stage of humanity. And I'm helping ushering it in. We fucked up with TV because we wasn't the programmers. We got fucked up with radio because we wasn't the programmers. We got fucked up with the newspapers because we wasn't the writers. With Web 3.0, with the Metaverse, we got the opportunity to be the programmers, family. Don't let this shit pass you by. The Metaverse is the TV on steroids. It's the newspaper. It's the radio on steroids. This shit ain't good or bad. It's powerful. It's what you do with it. Cut that immature bullshit out. The Metaverse is bad. The Metaverse is good. I ain't gonna tell you it's all good. Niggas is gonna get washed up. Niggas is gonna get washed up in this Metaverse. Niggas got washed up on TV, right? Then niggas turn into couch potatoes. Don't you know people that's couch potatoes right now that watch TV all day? You know what I did with TV? At the age of 19, I turned to public access network and I found Bobby motherfucking Hemmett, Booker T. Coleman. Shout out to Delbra. Hope I'm saying her name right. She had a program on the public access channel, and that's how I found Bobby Hemmett, Booker T. Coleman, Phil Valentine. She told me to go to Big Man that was on the street on 2/5. When I went to him, he gave me all the tapes. I had all the acts. It was over after that. It was over. Nothing can stop me. I'm unstoppable now. What Geechee Gotti said, I'm uncontrollable now, niggas. I'm uncontrollable now. There's no stopping me. And shout out to Lux and Geechee. That was a magnificent, magnificent battle. A lot of Lux bars went over a lot of people's heads. Lux is a pure genius. But shout out to the both of them brothers. If you watch Battle Rap, it was a great battle. But listen, family. This shit right here, NFT, DeFi, Metaverse 5-hour masterclass. This is our golden opportunity. Don't let no one hold that. Money's bad. Niggas with no money act like money. What Drake said? Drake said some slick shit. Come on, man. Don't believe these sourpuss niggas. It's not good or bad. It's power. It's energy. It depends on what the person does with it. It depends on the programmers. There's a lot of variables. We have the fuck Meta. Mark Zuckerberg. Nigga, I'm not. I'm on YouTube now and I talk shit about YouTube. Meta, I ain't fucking with Meta. I don't care who on it, I ain't fucking with it. Because I'm so ahead of the curve right now. I don't need to go in there to convince. Nah. I got the right people around me right now. When Web 3.0 hit, I'm going to use that same technology to do what I got to do. And so should everybody else. We got to understand the inner work and see Metaverse is going to help us under the purpose of this. like I said, is the ultimate manifestation assistant. Is to help us in this matrix. So you're like, this is a deeper matrix. Remember the secret? And the secret said, you know what the secret said? The secret said, if you want to buy a car, go to the dealership, sit in the car that you want to buy and feel it. You know why the secret said that? Because you have to emotionally embrace the future event before it actually is made manifest. Let me say this again. The Secret, which is the biggest documentary, one of the biggest documentaries in the last century, said, if you want to get a car, go to the dealership, sit in that motherfucker, feel it, act like you driving it, smell it. It wanted you to utilize all your senses, right? You know why? Because you have to emotionally embrace the future event before it actually is made manifest. We don't know how to do that because we imagine things intellectually. We gave up that childlike gift, childlike ability from God that we was born with. We gave it up because they told us it was crazy. We gave it up. We gave up our greatest gift, the imagination, for logic. It's the bottom. It's the bottom. When you talk about wisdom, it falls all the way at the bottom. Intellect is so limited. It don't have the bird's eye view. Imagination is unlimited, but that's the quantum field. Most people can't even imagine outside the circumstance that they're in. So if I make 50, say I make 50 an hour, my imagination is not going to go past 70 an hour because after that, it seems like a stretch. And I'm like, that shit ain't real. So most of the time, if I make 50 an hour, I can't go past 70 because all that shit is a stretch and it's a waste of time. As a kid, nigga, I thought you could think anything. Nothing was a stretch. My point is, saying what I said about The Secret, sit in the car, be immersed in the experience. You have to emotionally embrace the future event before it's actually made manifest. The metaverse is immersive. It's going to do all of that. You don't get stuck in that motherfucker. You use it to embrace the future event before it's made manifest, and you handle your business. You come into the sphere. You know what I'm saying? It's a tool. A lot of people's gonna get washed up. We're not responsible for who gets washed up. We are not responsible for who gets washed up in the metaverse. We're not responsible who becomes couch potatoes on the TV. We are not responsible for whoever uses the internet to troll. Some people use the internet to learn about esoteric knowledge, Dr. Delbert Blair, the master teachers, Dr. Phil Valentine, Bobby Hammond. Some people use the internet to troll and they learn a motherfucking thing. We're going to get extremes with this. We got extremes with the internet. It's going to be on 1,000 with the metaverse. You use it for what you use it for. It's not good or bad. It's a tool. It can be used for good and bad. The main thing is, family, like I said earlier, we have to be the programmers of it. So we won't have to follow their algorithm. The only way we can be the programmers of it, or the best way, is to get in early, understand it early, understand the inner workings early. This brother here, Chicago Bitcoin Bully, announced this way before Zuckerberg. Way before. Everything is going into this direction. This is why they had to build the 5G towers. This is why they gotta mess with your DNA. Because DNA responds to environment. I don't know everything about what they're trying to do with it. But if DNA responds to environment and your new environment might be the metaverse for a majority of humanity, then and they know the potential. They know this shit is TV on steroids, radio on steroids. This is media. If media is their biggest weapon is going to meet a bigger weapon. Let me say that again. The biggest weapon they use right now is going to meet a bigger weapon, a superior weapon, if you want to call it that. If you want to call it that. It's going to meet something superior to it. They can't beat it. They have to join it. They have to get ahead of the curve, and they have to convince you that they got the best version of it. So he arrogantly calls his platform Meta. Arrogantly. Family, this is some deep stuff. This is some deep stuff. Somebody said, what is a metaverse? We have what you call reality is a metaverse. What they're creating is going to be like another version of reality, but it's going to be a virtual version of this virtue. This is already virtue, but we don't know it. We think it's real, but it is virtual. But it's going to be another version of virtual reality in which you go deep into the matrix, and you can get stuck there, or you can liberate yourself from there. And the choice is totally up to you. Just like it was with TV, just like it was with radio. Even if they were the programmers, nobody told you to watch that. Nobody told us to watch all these rap videos with the drillers and the constant killing. We didn't have to watch it. We chose to watch it. We felt like we was forced to watch it because that was the only thing available. And it was kind of convincing, all the marketing, the $1 million marketing that went into it. And we want to fit in with society. Everybody else is watching it, so we want to, you want to conversate. You want to have a girl, shit. You don't want to go out there like a widow and not have a one. So you do what everybody else do. This shit different now, family. Shit different now. Remember Neo? And on the screen, family, I got on the screen, I got the the masterclass we getting ready to have. The masterclass we getting ready to have. Let me put the link up again. Yeah, we getting ready to do the masterclass on this. And what's so dope is that this brother was way ahead of the curve. This brother talked about the metaverse before anybody else. And shout out to everybody who signed up for the metaverse. I see a couple of people signed up during the show. Remember the scene from The Matrix? Let me put this up back on. Sheba, yeah, I got Sheba. Sheba dropped. Sheba just recently dropped. I'm on Sheba though. I got a lot of Sheba. Trust me, I got a lot of Sheba. Remember The Matrix? They had the construct scenes, and Neo was in. It was an all-white scene. It was an all-white scene with Neo. Oh, Rick Slaughter said I signed up during the show with Chicago Crypto Bully. That's what's up. Somebody said I like to hear your perspective. That's what's up. I'm glad you do. Remember the construct scenes in The Matrix? I should have the picture up by now, but I don't. Sheba's going to get obliterated eventually, fam. I'm not saying it won't. A lot of things might happen, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. I made over 30,000 with Sheba on a. I don't know if it was when I got in, it was at 6,000. I mean, when I not that it was at 6,000, but when I got in, I think I invested about 6. Yeah, I went from like 6 to 30 something with Sheba. And the Chicago, the brother that's doing the workshop, he warned me. He said, Rich, be careful with this. And I said, I know I'm gonna be careful, but this is a decision I want to make, a personal decision. And I came up. You know what's crazy? I didn't just take profit. I didn't even take profit. I didn't take profits and it dropped, but I'm not even worried because I know it's gonna go back up. But I did mess up. I did die. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't take profits. I let it sit there. I'm got 10 other things going on. I didn't even take my profits from it. I just let it sit there. and the shit went down like 16% in the last 2 days. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? But it's gonna go back up. That they say don't invest in crypto if it's your last dollar because you're gonna start to worry. I'm not worrying. I'm the crypto market is volatile. It'll go back up eventually, but it might fall all the way. It might fall all the way, but it ain't gonna do that before the year's over. So I know, 2021 Shiba ain't crashed it in 2021, but I did go from about 6 to over 30 something with Shiba when I got in from 6. That Shiba, I got that gold bar last year from Bitcoin, the kilo. I got the kilo. That was another crypto, but I'm talking about recently this year. The Shiba, I went from like 6, and that's decent. Man, there's people that make 100, 200,000. Man, people cake up so much from this shit. You'd be surprised, man. But like I said, you just got to know what you're doing. You got to be confident. You got to be around the right group of people. So, this is why I do the workshop, and I'm proud of the brother, Chicago Crypto. The brother, his blood, sweat, and tears is into this right here. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying, because I'm already over an hour, and I didn't expect to be even an hour. But I seen that key. Someone said I seen that kilo. You see that? Yeah, I hit it on the table. It knocked out the mic. Oh shit. Yeah. Yo, so in the Matrix construct scenes, Neo, it was an all-white room, right? And Morpheus told Neo, this is the construct. He said, it's our loading program. We can load anything from clothing, equipment, weapons. What else he said? Training simulations. He was like, anything we need. So basically, with the metaverse, it was something Neil put on it and put on his body. And all of a sudden, he knew how to do this. All of a sudden, he knew how to do that. All of a sudden, he knew how to do this. The metaverse ain't going to be that advanced. But because it's immersive, shit, it's gonna be powerful. It could be well, how do you shoot a jump shot? All of a sudden you see yourself shooting a jump shot, right? Making a basket 1,000 times, right? And because it's immersive, you feel it. And because it's immersive, remember what I said about being immersive? It's a heightened emotion. You have the male and female quality. That's the thought and feeling. Male and female thought and feeling. The male and female is on the physical plane. Thought and feeling is on the energy plane. As above, so below. So when you got that, that's a marriage. That's the formula for creation. You can't have a thought and a thought, feeling. You got to have a thought and a feeling. The metaverse is going to give us that feeling that we lack. Not to say that we become dependent on it, but it's a cheat code. It will allow us to create at a much faster rate. But like I said, it ain't no good or bad. And like I said, somebody could come along, family, and say the complete opposite of what I'm saying. That don't make them right, me wrong, or me wrong and them right, or me right and them wrong, or whatever you want to say. I hope I said it the right way. But I'm just letting you know how powerful this technology will be in terms of whoever wants to use it in that form or fashion. This is all the Matrix to begin with. For those who say, "Oh, I don't," reality. This is the Matrix. I'm not who you think I am. Like we said before, if you've seen who I really am, you might be grossed out. My soul might look grotesque to the human eyes. What you perceive as beauty may not be who I really am. May not be beauty to who you were taught beauty was. A certain hair texture, or a perfect blackness, or my body, my chest, my eyes, my arms, my legs. I got to be in perfect shape. But we don't know how the soul looks. It may look like pure chaos. And we may be like, oh shit. This is all programming, family. This is all programming. The thing is, who's programming you? Because of the TV, the media, the radio, all of that, we was geniuses until all that intense programming. The TV, the newspapers, the radio, that was intense programming. that the metaverse is going to be even more intense programming. But like I said, the difference this time around is we get to be the programmers if we choose to be. That's the only point I'm trying to make, family. It's just as of an it's 1,000 times more of an intense programming than the TV, than the radio, than the newspapers. But the only difference is this time we get to be the programmers if we want to be. Otherwise, they're gonna program the shit out of us at a rate that we've never seen before. And like I said, people are gonna get washed up. That's the nature of reality. All animals know some of their species is gonna die. I'm gonna try to tell y'all what I gotta tell y'all, but at the end of the day, everybody gotta fulfill their destiny. Family, this is a grand opportunity for us. This is a grand opportunity for us. I want to share the link. I'm gonna put the flyer up one more time before we get out of here. I'll put the flyer up one more time before we get out of here. And I'm about to get out of here. I ain't gonna be on here, I just want to share that message with y'all. This is this is an amazing opportunity for us to be like super manifestors. Like this is like you don't even know what's about to happen. Like shit, this is amazing. It's not good or bad. It could be good or bad. It's good and bad. It's not good or bad. It's good and bad. Somebody need to put that in and say, Brother Richard. It's not good or bad. It's good and bad. Somebody put that. And then you know how they put the dash, Brother Rich, Father Rich. It's not good or bad. It's good and bad. Just like that. Put that. It's not good or bad. It's good and bad. But we've talked about this before so many times. We've talked about this before so many times. The technology is our biology. Straight our biology. And all this shit assists our biology. All of it. All of it assists our natural biology. If we only knew what happened inside of us. Look up something called the reticular activating system. I talked about it on several shows. And then I had a show with KT about it. And KT broke it down masterfully. Masterfully. Look up the reticular activating system. Yeah, we're gonna have to get on board with this one. We're not on board. We're gonna have to be early to the party with this one. This immature humanity shit where something is good or bad. It is what it is, man. Y'all gonna have to grow up. We're gonna have to understand, just to sum things up, we're gonna understand that we are channels. Just like the TV has channels, MTV, BT, we are channels. I'm Richard, you're John, you're Will, you're Kayla, you're Samantha. All of those names are different channels or frequencies of God. And because we're different channels, we broadcast different qualities. The channels broadcast different qualities, different things. So we have to tap into the channel that we are naturally. Tap into that cosmic broadcast tower. The TVs that we watch, they have a broadcast tower that they get the frequencies from to broadcast that picture. Them niggas don't exist in the TV screen. What you doing? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you know Will Smith is really in the TV screen? Nigga, Will Smith wasn't really in the TV screen. A baby might think that way, but he wasn't. That was a signal that was sent to that TV screen that broadcast Will Smith. I'm a signal from the quantum realm that is sent here to broadcast who I am, and y'all watching. When y'all watch me, y'all watching a broadcast, a television broadcast, an advanced quantum television broadcast. I'm not really Brother Rich. I'm pretending to be. I'm tuning into that frequency and broadcasting it, and you watching it. So you watching my TV show. This technology shit, family. This shit has always emulated our inner technology, our inner biology. It has always done that. But the metaverse is the end game. This is for all the marbles. You see in Squid Games? This is for all the marbles. This is it right here. This is it right here. This is it right here. Meta is turning you into a tower. Listen. We're not personalities. We're already antennas. We're antennas that's tuning into the cosmic broadcast tower. I'm an antenna, and if I tune in the broadcast tower, I could receive. Your brain is like a hologram tuner. You could broadcast whatever message you want to the rest of the world. It's infinite potential. You got infinite potential. We antennas. We tuning into a we be in a broadcast tower. We're tuning in. We're already tuning into a broadcast tower. But what I'm telling you is that the metaverse is going to help us tune into the broadcast tower at a faster rate, more efficiently. But the thing is, that can be for good or bad. Like I said, just by you saying that, I know you don't get it. You totally don't get it. And I know a lot of people ain't gonna get it. And that's just the way reality is. It's just what it is. But for those who do get it, I want you to take advantage of this technology. Because if you gotta understand, if you can't resist trolling, if you can't resist social media, you're not gonna resist the metaverse. You're not gonna resist it. You're lying to yourself if you say you can, because you can't even resist basic social media. So when it's immersive and you really think you found a man of your dreams or a woman of your dreams, or you really think you found this and you get to experience some sensory to that shit, you're not gonna cut it out. Cut it out. You can't even resist arguing with a motherfucker online for 3 hours at 2 a.m. But you think, come on now. I mean, like, it's bullshit. So all I'm saying is, family, at least be the programmers, be the creators of this right here. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I appreciate everybody who watched and listened to this message. You know, like I said, think about Neo and the construct scenes. It was a loading program. You know what I'm saying? He loaded anything he wanted. Training simulations, guns, whatever. After Morpheus said what he said, he called whoever the dude was. He was like, I need some guns. All of a sudden, the mad guns came in. We could use this technology to our benefit because it's all perception based. But Mark Zuckerberg wants to be the king of this shit. And the people backing him they know what they want to do. So they want to manipulate our DNA because they know it's all DNA based. They know DNA responds to environment. They know the end product of environment is our emotional reaction. And they know that we have a strong emotional reaction because we have a strong antenna, because we're super tuned in, and they can super manipulate us with the media. They know all of this. And then they can feed off our energy like we were a battery, like they talked about in the Matrix. We could just be the battery. Instead of creating our reality, we could be the battery for their reality. With the metaverse, we could be the battery for their reality on steroids. If we were the battery for their reality now, we could be the battery for their reality on steroids in the metaverse. So this is why it's so important for them. Whether we get stuck in there or we watch there and still fuck up out here, it's just, family, we're going to have to really do some investigation. But at least this time you can say somebody warned you about what was coming. We didn't know America Online was coming. We didn't know the radio was coming. Computers was coming. We didn't know how it was coming. But this time around, there's fair warning. You know what's coming. You know Web 3.0 is coming. You see them building the 5G towers. You see all of this going on. You see the Jabberwocky experiment. You see the manipulation of DNA. You see all that going on. You can't lie and say, I didn't know no better. Our parents didn't know no better. They had no idea what was about to happen. And they didn't have control over the media of that day. We are so fortunate and so blessed to have control over the media of our day and to create certain platforms that it's just a blessed family. So to everybody who wants to, everybody who wants to change the world and do something magnificent, I advise you to sign up to this masterclass, 5-hour masterclass, NFT DeFi Metaverse masterclass, because it's coming. And the people who are against it, they're gonna have websites on it on 3.0. They're gonna have websites of Web 3.0, and they're gonna say, "Well, I'm only on here for this. Well, I'm only on here for that." They're gonna tell you every reason in the world why they're only on there for. But the key thing is they're gonna be on there. Well, I'm only on there because I was forced to be. Da, 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 da. And I understand that. I understand that. You feel like you're forced to be because the rest of the world is bored. What I'm saying is at least be a programmer. Learn about it before it comes around. Understand it before it gets popular. Shout out to War Moon. My brother War Moon just sent me $10 on the Cash App. I didn't even post the Cash App today. I've been so involved in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to War Moon. War Moon's a long-time supporter. It's my brother War Moon. We used to be in the fast doing push-ups together, and we're going to get back to the physical activity. I keep saying that, but we are. Physical health is very important. Very important. My diet's been excellent this year. I mean, excellent. Excellent. Is this also a manifestation class as well? In a sense, not totally in the sense that you think it is, but in a sense it is. You're gonna learn the technology to assist your manifestation. If you just want some feel-goodism and me telling you God, you heard all of that already. But we're presenting you with the technology that's going to assist you in everything you heard for the last 15 years. You're going to hear the same thing over. We've been hearing the same thing over and over for years, and everybody keeps saying, "What's new? When is something new coming out?" This is the new shit that we've been looking for. Everybody keeps saying, "Well, what new is coming out?" This is the new shit that's going to drop. It's going to assist us in ways that we could have never imagined. Like I said, it's not good or bad. It's good and bad. The metaverse is good and bad, family. It's not good or bad. The metaverse is good and bad. Just depends on how you use it. Just like money. You can use money to feed your family of 7. That's an amazing thing. Or you can use money to just oppress people. It's neutral. We gotta get that good or bad thing out the way. Hey, y'all talking about Shiba. Y'all keep talking about Shiba. Like I said, I got Shiba. It went down. I'm a little tight. I'm not tight. I'm a little tight, but not real tight. Shit went down like I was like 10,000 lower than what I was the other day. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that with Shiba. But like I said, I understand the crypto market, and I understand it's gonna go right back up, and it's gonna go up even more. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. I'm not worried at all. All right, family. So I'm about to get out of here. Thank you to everybody who tuned in tonight. Make sure you sign up to the workshop. I probably had a brother on tomorrow. I just shared the link again. The NFT DeFi Metaverse 5-hour masterclass. Listen, this technology that Mark Zuckerberg is rolling, that he claims he's rolling out, or he's going to be the leader in, is been around, and we're gonna be the leaders this time around. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be the leaders this time around. We ain't falling for his bullshit. You know what I'm saying? This time, and we're gonna do our thing, and we're gonna use this metaverse to our advantage. This is all a matrix. That's a matrix. This world is a matrix. This computer is a matrix. This microphone I'm talking on is a matrix. The headphones I got on the matrix. The clothes I got on is part of the matrix. This is all part of the matrix. And the point is, what can assist you in learning who you truly are? The metaverse will help us to understand the technology of our body, just like video games helps us to understand. The radio helps us to understand that we are antennas, tapping in, tuning into a certain signal. 97.1 has to tune into a broadcast tower to broadcast that signal. You got to tune into the cosmic broadcast tower to tune in to whatever signal you are. So how do we tune into the broadcast tower? That's what we came out here to find out. You know what I'm saying? How do we tune into that, bro? Well, we're doing it automatically all the time, but how do we consciously tune into that broadcast tower? Because we're doing it all the time anyway. That's the purpose of programming. They're doing it for us. The broadcast tower is unlimited potential. So this is why you could get bad results. The cosmic broadcast tower got some bad shit for your ass, but it don't look at it as bad. It just look at it as infinite potential. You getting shot is infinite potential. It's not bad or good. In the broadcast, cosmic broadcast tower, it's just a possibility. Nigga, you manifested a possibility. So let's at least manifest the possibilities that we want, not what they were giving us and we were forced to listen to because everybody felt forced to watch TV or the radio or the newspapers. No, nigga, it's different this time around. It's way different this time around. Way different. So with that being said, listen, I appreciate everybody who tuned in, watched, listened. With that being said, I think I'm gonna have Chicago Crypto on here tomorrow. And we're probably going on NFTs either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. But I'm gonna have a lot of shows next week. So just look forward to next week. Stay in tune with the channel. At the beginning of the show, I showed there was a number where you could sign up, where you could text Rich for notifications. So text that number for notifications if you want to be notified when I have a new show, because YouTube don't notify nobody no more. They on their shit. This is why I say we got to be programmers, because if we're not programmers, we're subjugated to shit like YouTube and Instagram. And I don't want to do that for Web 3.0. I want Web 3.0 to be a different experience from Web 2.0. So, yeah, family. Peace and light, as Danny says. And make sure you sign up for the NFT DeFi and Metaverse 5-hour masterclass. Go to nftmasterclass.eventbrite.com. And we're not going to miss this boat. You know, we're going to be on time for those who are meant to be on time, for those who aren't. It's whatever. We have, you know, it's all illusion anyway. What do you want? What would you like to experience? Would you like to experience freedom? Would you like to experience slavery? What would you like to experience? You'd be surprised what your soul wants to experience that you consciously want to experience. You'd be surprised what your soul want to experience. We wouldn't even understand some of the things our soul wanted to experience from an intellectual perspective. We'd be like, but why? Why the fuck? But then if we really understood it from a deeper level, we'd be like, oh, that's why. Yeah. Peace, family. I'll see y'all soon. Tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, all right? Peace.